Over 80% of Square Cash's app revenue in Q3 came from Bitcoin with an increase of 1,100%. Wow. 1,100% increase in revenue from Bitcoin. The reason why I bring this up is not to talk about the success of Square Cash, but to talk about the opportunity for businesses around the world. If you've been paying attention to the market right now, Bitcoin looks like it's entering a bull market. We don't know yet. Most likely there'll be some retracing. By the looks of it, we are looking that we are entering into another bull market. What's important with this Square Cash is what Square is doing and what PayPal is doing. Demand has been insane. They can't even keep up. What I do want to talk about in this video is the opportunity for you as a small business owner. You see, the number one thing, what people forget, is if you look at what Square Cash is doing, what PayPal is doing, people assume, remember, assumption is a fuck up of all motherfuckers, right? People assume things and it's the biggest fuck up. Don't assume. Use Occam's razor. Think critical thinking for a second over here, okay? So people will assume that the revenue that Square Cash makes, so basically how it works in a nutshell is they are a broker, right? You go there, you're buying crypto vis-a-vis a credit card, and Square Cash takes a tiny, tiny percentage of that transaction fee for you to purchase that. And obviously volume is the name of the game. The more volume it does, the more money Square Cash and PayPal make, and all these other, it's exchange business. They're just rent seeking and the middlemaning it. What people assume is right away they're catching that out for fiat. So they're assuming, let's say hypothetically, they made $1 million this month, that right away they're converting that or keeping that in USD denomination. I don't think so whatsoever. I actually believe what they're doing is they're taking a portion of the Bitcoin that they're earning from every transaction and holding it in reserves. I think they're doing the strategy, the micro strategy the publicly traded company did, but they're doing it from value earned throughout their platform. And this is an opportunity that all small business owners have around the world. We have come a very, very long way in the cryptocurrency space for payments. We're still not quite there yet. We still have issues with accounting and bookkeeping, but we've gone through leaps and bounds from 2 years ago onto creating mainstream applications when it comes to accepting crypto. And so imagine your small business, your e-commerce store on Shopify, or you have a book on Amazon. Amazon is a good example, but Shopify is a good example. Or you have your own store in WordPress, or you have a physical store, right? Maybe you're a coffee shop or baker. Who knows, right? If you are accepting credit cards, you can accept Bitcoin. And so basically, the opportunity for small businesses over here is to create a hedge with Bitcoin. So instead of you going out and buying Bitcoin, right, as a business owner, what you can now do is you have two opportunities. One, it's a great lead generation marketing strategy for you to say, hey, I'm offering Bitcoin. You have a couple options. You can pay me by credit card, you can pay me by PayPal, or you can pay me by Bitcoin. So let's say I pay you by Bitcoin. I go to your Shopify store and I'm like, okay, cool. I like this shirt that you're selling. I'm going to buy it off of you. And you maybe use a Coinbase app or all these different types of merchant apps they have out there. I use my phone, QR code, whatever. I scan, I send you Bitcoin. You receive the Bitcoin in your wallet that you own. You have two options over here. Option A, automatically, whether you're working with an exchange or you're working with a brokerage or you're working with an OTC place, eventually you want to cash out that Bitcoin for fiat. Or what I assume, or what I think Square Cash is doing, what I think they're doing, is they're taking either the whole pie or a percentage of that, and they're holding it as a hedge. Because what they see is if you're doing the math and you're seeing what's happening on the macro landscape around the world, they have more value holding the Bitcoin than cashing out that Bitcoin. So if you're a small business owner, and let's say 100% of your sales is coming through Visa or MasterCard online on Shopify, it doesn't really hurt you to hold that Bitcoin. And at the end of the day, it's not like 100% of your sales will come from Bitcoin. Obviously, you're not going to hold 100% of your revenue in Bitcoin. You got to overhead, employees, etc. But let's say at 2-3 months or even 6 months later, 5% of your sales comes from Bitcoin. You hold that. That's your hedge. You're collecting Bitcoin as a hedge for the global economic shitstorm that we're entering. And so this is great opportunity. Great opportunity. Like, it's so easy too. I can't stress enough that we're entering unforeseen economic turmoil around the world. United States is going through its whatever you want to call that right now. And globally speaking, because of COVID and because of the tensions between, China, United States, all this stuff, like business is not going to go back to as usual. And like I mentioned in my last video, why Bitcoin is the only story that matters right now when it comes to something that is asymmetrically non-correlated, at least is becoming non-correlated, censorship resistant, portable and divisible, having an option that gives your customers an opportunity to buy your merchandise with Bitcoin. And for you as a small business owner to now keep that Bitcoin, you can transfer then from your hot wallet to your cold wallet and keep that as a hedge. I think it's a fucking no-brainer. I think every single small business out there should be offering Bitcoin payments. And why I mentioned Bitcoin, I think at least as of today, Bitcoin is the only one that I think has the fundamental properties that offer, from a macro perspective, the hedge against economic turmoil and economic uncertainty. And so what I challenge you, all you small business owners out there, I know you're watching, go out there, research what type of technologies you want to use, merchant, Coinbase merchant. There's so many different ones out there. I think the Coinbase one even integrates with Shopify, one-click integration. No coding necessary. It's not complicated. It takes you 2 seconds to set up. It gives you great opportunity to increase the reach of new potential customers. Hey, if I go to Shopify store right now and I see that they have Bitcoin payments, it depends on the price. Obviously, I'm not going to be spending $1,000, but for the sure $20 and I want to support that business, I'll send them Bitcoin. Fuck yeah, no problem. And so this is my challenge for you, small businesses. And this is why Square Cash is not dumb and PayPal's not dumb. They see the writing on the wall. They see the business opportunity. See, people have short-term thinking. They think right away they're not. Like, I'm betting they're not cashing that out whatsoever. They're holding that Bitcoin. This is the opportunity for you to do exactly the same thing. Go out there, offer Bitcoin as a service with your e-commerce store, start collecting it from a percentage fee, and start holding it as a hedge for your business. And it's a great asymmetrical protection for yourself. Who knows where the fucking future is going to be? But I'll keep this video short. Amazing statistics and amazing information coming from Square Cash. The writing's on the wall. Bitcoin's going to become more popular, more mainstream. More people are going to start taking it. Like, the PayPal news alone is fucking huge, like fucking monstrous. And just imagine once everybody else starts picking it up, and once Facebook launches its Libra coin, the world is going to be introduced to whole digital assets and digital frameworks out there. And so you would be foolish as a small business owner not to be offering crypto payments. All right, guys, leave a comment below this video. Make sure to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.